Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Root Yoga Therapy. I'm your certified yoga therapist, Jasmine, and we're here at our 34-week prenatal yoga therapy practice. So in this practice, I wanted to offer something that's a little shorter than some of the other sessions because I'm hearing that many women are starting to feel a lot of fatigue. These are just some of the comments I'm getting and questions. I myself am also feeling that fatigue. So I wanted to offer a practice that you really feel you can approach and do comfortably. Also, some of the things I want to address are the aches and pains that many of the women are reaching out saying that they have and asking what kind of exercises are going to feel good to help relieve things like rib pain and lower back pain at this point in pregnancy. The last bit I'm going to offer is a breath-centered meditation practice at the end of our session today to help you recenter and come back into your body. I know that it can feel like baby's taking over, and literally baby is taking up a lot more space, but it's still important that we as expecting mamas feel very connected and centered in our body, and that our body is still very much ours, and how we can open up our body and really receive this growing little baby. So stay tuned, we have a lot in store, and I look forward to seeing you on your mat. Welcome back. So I want to just get started by really connecting back into our bodies. I know we've really given up our bodies so we can grow our little one for the last almost 9 months. And as we head into this final stretch of pregnancy, I know it can feel like we've completely lost all control of our bodies and it just doesn't feel like our own. And I think that's a really common feeling, and there are some things we can do to just connect back in and really feel what it is that we're experiencing outside of what baby is offering for us. So soften your eyes to close, and if it feels comfortable, you can have one hand on your heart, one hand on belly to offer that connection. Or maybe this is more of a place where you want to open up and kind of just receive and notice. So there is this baby growing inside, and he or she is creating lots of different movements that we're feeling. But it's important to also recognize and check in with the other parts of the body and really see how you're feeling. Maybe in connection with your pregnancy, or maybe just not in connection with the pregnancy. And softening the eyes to close, and we're just going to do a gentle body scan to really tune back in with ourselves. So as the eyes begin to soften, you're just starting to work towards that steady breath in and out through the nose. And starting to scan the body from the top of the head to the base of the feet. And we'll just do this with our mind's eye, so you don't need to touch different parts of the body. I'll just call these body parts out to you, and you can just kind of check in and see how they're doing. And we're not judging any of the sensations that are present. You might feel tingling, you might feel achiness, you might feel fatigue, or maybe you're feeling really open and light and free in certain parts of the body. This is just a check-in to really understand how we're doing and where we are today. So with the mind's eye, starting to explore the sensations in and around the face. noticing the muscles of the face. If there's clenching around the jaw, a softness around the lips. And then starting to shift, noticing the weight of the skull, sensations in or around your neck and shoulders. And starting to work our way down the body, exploring the right arm, sensing the upper arm, elbow, forearm, and hand. And then the left arm, sensing the upper arm, elbow, forearm, and hand. And just tuning in with these parts. And noticing your chest, the front, back, and sides of your rib cage. And the space in your belly. And if baby's making some movements right now, just noticing that too. And then working down the back of your body, just scanning the top of your spine to the base of your spine. Maybe you're feeling no sensations in the back body. Maybe there's a lot of sensations as you're sitting here. And then noticing the weight or openness around the hips. Notice any other sensations around the pelvis and the groin. And finally, checking in with the legs. If your legs are in a certain shape or position, how does that feel in your body? And noticing the sensations in the feet. Maybe there's no sensation, or maybe there's lots of feeling. And also checking in with your energy. How are you doing today? And although this practice is a benefit to your baby, it's also a huge benefit to yourself. It's your self-care. It's your time on your mat to connect back in with yourself and everything that makes up who you are. Just pausing here, taking a full breath in and out through the nose, and really sealing that in. And when you're ready, we'll begin to blink our eyes open. On the inhale, start to stretch the arms overhead. Allow the palms to touch. Open the mouth, cleansing breath. Hands to heart center. Good. Inhale, sweep the arms skyward. Open mouth, exhale, hands to heart. And again, inhale, reach the arms skyward. And open mouth, hands to heart. Good. Releasing the hands down by your thighs. Gently drop your chin and just taking these really gentle half circles, working into the sides of your neck. And pausing in center. Taking some soft shoulder shrugs, rolling the shoulders up, back, and down. Good, and then pausing here. And bringing the hands gently behind the head, taking an inhale, press the head into the hands, open the chest. Exhale, drawing the elbows in, dropping the chin down. Good, inhale, pick up the head, open the arms. Exhale, drawing it inward. Good, inhale, stretching open. Exhale, draw it in. Again, inhale, stretching open. Exhale, draw it in. Good, releasing your hands down by your sides, gently picking up the head. Nice. And let's take a butterfly position in the feet. So I just had my legs in a loose cross because that's what's comfortable for me. So we'll find this nice butterfly shape. And then as you inhale, stretching your left arm down, reach your right arm up. Really getting into the ribs. Exhale, moving through center. Inhale, stretch. Exhale through center. Again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. One more on each side. And release. And last one, full breath in. And release. Nice. Gently drawing the knees in, kind of giving the legs a shake, especially if you had the knees bent this whole time. This is going to feel good. If you want, you can also pad up onto the upper thighs, kind of bringing some energy back into the legs. And then we're going to sweep the legs around, coming into our tabletop position. And cat-cow. Again, this is a great place to let the belly hang, kind of imagine that baby's resting in a little hammock. And we'll be doing a lot of these, especially as we move towards our labor and delivery, because this is a great exercise to continue to warm up the spine, again, to allow that softness and surrendering into the belly, and even something you can do while you're laboring. So while I'm here, before we move in, I like to kind of rock my hips side to side. Just bringing in some of that movement. Good, and then pausing in center. Inhale, release the belly, scoop the heart forward. Exhale, rounding the back. Inhale, belly falls, chest lifts. Exhale, round. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale. Good. Take an inhale, coming into that cow pose. Shift your gaze towards your right shoulder, right hip. As you exhale, come back to center, round your spine. Good. Again, inhale, find your cow. Shift your gaze to left shoulder, left hip. Exhale, round. One more on each side. And last one. Good. Slowly walking your hands forward. finding our puppy dog position. So that might just look like you resting your forearms down. This is kind of where I like to be. Instead of having my arms straight, I like to rest my forearms down and let my belly hang here. If it feels good, once again, find those little hip rocks from side to side. And you might want to take a prop, maybe a block or a pillow, and rest the forehead so you can really kind of sink in so you don't feel like you're holding your weight up. Remember, this is a lot about surrendering, letting the weight release downward. And then once you want to pause, you can pause and just find some breaths here. Again, kind of letting yourself go. Good, and then carefully walking your hands back towards your shoulders. Move any props that you have out of your way. As you inhale, extending your right leg back, and you'll sweep that leg all the way around. Reach upward on your next breath, getting a nice stretch into that belly. Exhale, mini twist as you thread the arm underneath. Inhale, right arm reaches. Exhale, mini twist. Good. Inhale, right arm reaches. Exhale, mini twist. And one more. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale, stretch that right arm skyward. Exhale, release it down. Good. Pause here. Walk your hands back towards your left knee. Come to a stand on your shin. And just sliding the right hand down the right leg. Reach the left arm up. And we'll just hold here. 5 juicy breaths. When you're ready, coming out of this, back to center, hinging at the hips, releasing your hands back onto your mat, lifting your right leg and sweeping it back. Good. Walk your hands a couple inches forward of your shoulders and take those nice hip circles. Again, really letting go here. And switch the direction. Good. Walking your hands back underneath your shoulders. The left leg's going to reach back behind you, and you're going to sweep the left leg out to the left. Pushing down into your right hand, inhale, reaching the left arm skyward. Exhale, mini twist. Good. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, mini twist. 2 more. Inhale, reach. And mini twist. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale, left arm reaches. And exhale, left hand down. Good. Walking your hands back towards that right knee, standing on your shin, sliding your left hand down your left leg as you reach the right arm up and over. Keeping the breath nice and steady, really working into the side body. Take one more inhale. Exhale, coming back to center, hinging at the hips, releasing the hands down. Lifting that left leg and bringing it back. Good. Couple rounds, cat-cow, dropping the belly, scoop the heart. Exhale, coil the spine. Inhale. Exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale. Good. Tucking the toes and just rocking the hips back towards the heels. Inhale, coming back center. Exhale, hips to heels and center. 2 more. And center. And last one. And center. Good. Untuck the toes, sweep around, come into a seated position. So that could be a lot of work on the wrists. So you can always stretch the wrist out. You're going to point the fingers down, taking your opposite hand, kind of working into the wrist this way. So adding a little pressure to the top of the hand. And switch. Good. And switch. And switch. Good. Releasing your hands. Stretching your legs. We're going to take our left foot is going to be in this like seated squat position. So stepping the foot down and opening up through the hip. You're going to use your left arm to continue to open up the hip, flex into your right foot. And then as you inhale, maybe the hand touches your mat, maybe it touches your foot, your ankle, your shin, just depends on your body. Just go ahead and sweep that right arm skyward. On your exhale, lengthen as far forward as you can. Maybe the hand's just resting alongside the leg, or maybe you're catching your foot or your toe. And then reach the left arm skyward. Sorry, so maybe the right hand is going down the leg. Good. As you exhale, come back to center and switch. You're going to straighten your left leg forward, bring your right knee in. Good. Hands going to release down. As you inhale, stretch that left arm up and over. On your next breath, move through center. Maybe that left hand is catching your toes or maybe alongside your foot. Reach your right arm up and over. And then as you exhale, coming back to center. Good. We're going to bring the knees in. And you're just going to kind of lean back. Hands are going to rest behind your hips. And you're going to take both knees over to the left. So you have this kind of zigzag in the legs. And then walk yourself up. This could feel good in the hips. You want to feel your sit bones still rooting down. So you're not lifting up through one side of your bum. And then as you inhale, stretching your right arm skyward, exhale, gently rotate. So again, we're not twisting along the belly, just opening up around the chest. That hand might reach down towards the shin and then across, opening across the heart. Good, slowly coming back to center and a little counter twist. So the left hand's going to sweep around to the right knee and opening up this way. Good, and then gently release. Bring the hands back behind the hips, kind of scooping the knees back to center, and then drop them to the opposite side. Good, once they're there, sitting nice and upright. Inhale, reaching your left arm skyward. Exhale, finding that twist. Good. As you take your next exhale, come to center. Let's take that counter twist. Right arm reaches, setting the right hand down towards the left knee and open up across the chest. Again, if that's too much, just rest it in front of the shin. Good. Inhaling, coming back to center. And then pausing here. Good. Lifting up and coming back into a butterfly position. This time, take the heels far away from the groin so you have more of a diamond shape in the legs. Now, if you're experiencing a lot of sciatica pain, please be mindful of how far you're stretching. We should not be stretching into our nerves, so we're strictly working into the muscles, but sometimes the hips can be really sore or tender. If we're experiencing sciatica, typically the pain runs down the backs of the legs. But again, just something to be mindful of. So if you have the space to kind of lean forward, you're welcome to do that. And then if you want to kind of prop yourself up, which is what I recommend. So I'm going to go ahead and actually grab my bolster here. And I've done this before where I've set up my blocks. So you can kind of stack the blocks like we do similar to help us recline. And my legs are around the bolster and the blocks. And then I can just really fall in and let go. And then you can just adjust to whatever feels comfortable for you. And you're just going to want to kind of let go. It's okay if the soles of the feet aren't touching, because remember, we're bringing in a lot of that surrendering, a lot of that feeling like that heaviness, like we're dead weight kind of coming on or over a surface. And that's really the same quality we're going to want to bring in while we're laboring. Zero tension. So start to soften in and using some props. And even if you have a birthing ball, you can have that here and maybe lay over it. Just finding those nice breaths. And when you're ready to come out, you'll just gently press back and come on out. Good. We're going to take that same reclining position. This time I'm going to stack the blocks so I can rest my bolster. I call it now my famous, my famous lounge chair. And leaning back here. Good. So once you feel really nice and supported, you can draw the right knee in, let the left leg go long, or keep the left leg bent. And as you inhale, just working the leg straight. Exhale, bend the knee. Again, this is good if you're having that sciatica pain. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, bend. Again, inhale, straighten. And bend. One more. Inhale, straighten. and bend. Good. Soften the foot down and go ahead and switch. Drawing the left knee towards the chest, take an inhale, straighten and bend and straighten and bend. You can do this as many times as you feel you need to. Inhale to straighten and bend. And again, straighten and bend. Good. And soften the foot down. Good. Separate the feet as wide as the mat and just knock the knees in. And again, see if you can allow that sense of heaviness or full release of the body into the mat. And breathing here. So again, just a reminder, it's really important to practice the sense of softness, the sense of surrender. So you don't feel like you're gripping or tightening or tensing anywhere in the body. And that's going to be a huge benefit to you when you're laboring. So feeling everything let go, consciously releasing those parts of your body. When we did that body scan at the beginning of our practice today, maybe there were parts that you noticed were really tight. For me, I noticed it could be in my jaw or in my hands or in my shoulders. So consciously think about those parts and just release them. Maybe you have to tell them, shoulders soften. That's a tool actually I use quite often. So it'd be good, like if you're laboring, if somebody were to pick up your arm and it could just fall to the ground, because that's how relaxed we're trying to get the body to be. So it can really do the work for us and we don't have to fight our bodies, which can make the process more painful, can offer a lot more discomfort, and it can even slow down the labor process. So feel free to work this softness for as long as you like, maybe inviting back in that self-inventory and scanning the body from the top of the head to the base of the feet. And then once you're ready, you'd roll to one side and gently press your way out. So I always feel a lot better after I get on my mat and move. I hope that some of these movements and poses were helpful to create a little more space in your body and ease any of that achiness that you might feel you have going on right now. These are also things I would love for you to continue practicing each and every day, even if it's just doing some cat and cow, or even if it's doing the body scan, to really help you find that sense of center and that sense of surrender and letting go that we are going to so need as we move towards the end of our pregnancy and again, preparing for ease and safety and security through labor and delivery. I hope you enjoyed today's quick session. Please feel free to comment or leave a question on this video if you want me to answer something in the future. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date on everything that we're offering here on the channel. Thanks so much for joining. Namaste.